Hello and welcome to our first webinar in a series on very basic stuff. Today we're going to be discussing how to install VRay. I'm going to specifically be showing you how to install VRay for SketchUp. My name is Keith Thompson. I'm the Customer Service Manager here at ASG Viz. We're a software company out of Baltimore, Maryland. We make VRay for Rhino and we make VRay for SketchUp. Now, if I could turn your attention to the website I have here on the screen in front of you. This is actually our home page, asgviz.com. From here you can access our store where you can purchase all of our products. You can also see our support site, which is where we're going to be focusing on shortly. From here you can get to all of these webinars, including this one. We also have online training. I wanted to take a moment to plug, as it were. And you can actually get online training for, it's $120 for one student for 1 hour. There's also other plans available, as you can see here. Something really worth your time if you're looking to get more in-depth with the product. So, back over here to the support page. What we're going to be doing today is installing VRay for SketchUp. So let's go over here. Now, a little known fact is that you can download VRay from our site anytime just by going to the support section. A lot of people have trouble with download IDs and such, but this is actually the easiest way to get to it, and there's no extra stuff. So, what we would be normally doing here is we're going to click this link to download VRay for SketchUp 7. Now, thanks to the magic of television, I've already downloaded that. So, let's take a moment to double-click on that, and we're going to select the option to run. So, this is the first page of the install wizard, basically just telling you what's going on. We're going to hit next. Now, I know everybody loves to read every word of these. You do not actually have to scroll to the bottom, but this is our license agreement. Definitely worth taking some time to look at. You need to hit I accept. It defaults to I do not. And we're going to do a complete installation for the purposes of its training. So, let's go ahead and begin that. Now, installing VRay for SketchUp start to finish really only takes about a minute. So, it's not too awful much of your time. Activating is currently a separate step, so we're not going to be entering our serial number or anything like that during this part of the process. And looks like we're wrapping up here. So, now one thing I always recommend doing, unless you're going to be using distributed rendering, right now is the best time for you to uncheck this. I get a lot of emails from people who are getting a little black box popping up when they first start their computer. And that's actually the DR spawner loading up at startup. So you can actually uncheck that and get that out of the way right at the very beginning. So let's go ahead and hit finish. And we are going to launch SketchUp so that we can activate. So, waiting for that to load now. And this is the activation window. You're going to see this come up the first time you run SketchUp after you've installed. Now, in this situation, I have purchased a standalone license, and I would like to use that. So, this is going to ask for our purchase number. Now, you'll hear us normally refer to this as your serial number. The two terms are interchangeable. Now, it just so happens that I have my purchase number over here. So let's get that pulled up. Right here is a normal sales receipt. This is actually all my information. And I'm going to grab the one I know is available at the moment and get rid of this window. And let's put that right here. Yes, you actually can copy and paste here. And I have successfully activated. So now, if I give SketchUp here just a moment to load all of my VRay plugins, there they are. So now I've got my options up here, my material editor, my render button. Everything is fully functional inside of SketchUp. Not too hard at all, actually. Very easy to do stuff. So, let's take a moment to look back over some of the things that I was talking about on the support page. Here you can find frequently asked questions, tutorials, all of that good stuff. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was the common error messages that we get. The biggest one I see a lot of is that serial number has been used your maximum amount of time. With VRay for SketchUp or VRay for Rhino, you get one seat of software, which is really good for one installation at a time, and it doesn't always work out so that when you uninstall the software, your serial number becomes available. In that situation, you can send an email to us, support@asgviz.com, authorizations at asgviz.com are both valid addresses. Basically just sending your serial number and saying, hey, I need it to reinstall, my computer crashed or whatever, and we'll get back to you within 24 hours so that you can get that reinstalled. The other one that I get a lot of is the serial number has been used as a master number on another server. Not to be confused with the above one saying that it's already been used your maximum amount of times. That one's a specific fix on my end, so you will need to contact me for that. Now, one other thing that I really did want to get into here was how to activate a floating license. I'm going to show you that straight out of the manual so as not to have to go through releasing my serial number all over again. So, scrolling down here to the floating license server, what we'd want to do is launch that. You can find that at Start, All Programs, ASGViz, and then Launch VRay License Manager. That'll bring up the thing here. And what we want to hit is Add Existing License. Select your product from the list. Enter in your serial number just like we did before. And then hit Start. That's that. And when you load SketchUp for the first time, it won't ask you about activating again. So, actually, I think that's about all that I really have to present here. I know that was reasonably quick. Did we get any questions? No, it looks like I don't have any questions. Anything at all. Okay. Well, just to put it out there, the installation for Rhino is pretty much the exact, or VRay for Rhino is pretty much the exact same situation. Not too awful much that you're going to run into there that we didn't cover. And I think that really concludes it.